Welcome to another fantastic video here on Third Eye Lucid Flow. We've got Michael Irvin in the hot seat today. Now, this guy just cannot keep himself out of the news, oddly enough, but we're going to take a look at what's going on here with Mr. Irvin. Now, as we walk down memory lane, Cowboys wideout Michael Irvin gets arrested 25 years ago. So the Dallas Cowboys were riding high with 3 Super Bowl wins in the last 4 years when the party years of the franchise came to a screeching halt. Now, nothing could stop the Cowboys in the 90s. The Cowboys posted 3 Super Bowl wins in the span of 4 years, a feat not seen in the Super Bowl era and reminiscent of the dominance of the 65-67 Green Bay Packers, who won 3 consecutive NFL championships. The only thing that could weaken the Cowboys were themselves. All-pro receiver Michael Irvin loved the high of winning a big game in packed Texas Stadium. It is a thrill that is not easily duplicated, but the playmaker would try to replicate it off the football field. He states, "I would go out and spend my off-season city to city chasing women, drinking, getting high, doing those things," Irvin told NFL Films in 2007. Michael Irvin, my road to Canton. So you could imagine this guy had put himself in some bad situations way back in the early day, and I'm not too sure if he ever learned any of his lessons or not. But as we continue with the story, we don't really know if this is all made up or whatnot when we start looking at the story itself and these other ones coming to fruition. So in this particular one, on March the 3rd, so the third month is March, third day, 1996, with minutes to go until midnight, 4 Irving police officers arrived at the room at the residence inn. So it didn't happen on the 4th, right? It just minutes until midnight. So you get your March the 3rd in there. According to a Sports Illustrated article from April 1st, 1996, a hotel manager complained of noise and suspected prostitution. "We could tell there was a number of people moving around," Officer Matt Drum said. "When we did get the door partially open, they had a security bar on it. A big cloud of marijuana smoke came out." According to police, they discovered 2 dinner plates with cocaine on one and cocaine and marijuana on the other. One of the men emerged and asked if they knew who he was. Drum, a Cowboys fan, knew who Michael Irvin was. "They came in the room and they found me and the women and the drugs," said Irvin. "To be in that room, that was quite a low." Irvin was released at around 1:15 a.m. on March 4th, but he was hardly in the clear. Dallas County Prosecutor Norm Ken said he did not believe just former Dallas tight end Alfredo Roberts and 21-year-old Jasmine Jennifer Nabaku were responsible, and he was frank in his meeting with Irvin. All right, so this is Mr. Irving appearing in court, showing up in court for drug possessions, cocaine, in a full-length mink coat and sunglasses. So he obviously thought he was a big-time baller back in the day, right? And that ego has really gone to Michael's head, unfortunately for him. Although Irvin wasn't going to take punishment from the law, the NFL had other plans. Commissioner Paul Tagliabue suspended Irvin for the first 5 games of the 96 season. All right, Mr. Irvin is under investigation for alleged sexual assault in Florida, and this story happens on March 29th of 2017. In this story, Hall of Fame wide receiver Michael Irvin is under investigation for alleged sexual assault in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. According to TMZ Sports, a 27-year-old Florida woman filed a police report saying she feared Irvin had drugged and raped her after she went with him from a bar to his hotel room in the early hours of March 21st. Irvin denied the allegations, saying he was only in his hotel room with the woman for 15 minutes before leaving to catch a flight and that another man was present while she was there. He has been named as someone who is being investigated in the case, but he has not been charged with any offense and has not been arrested. Per TMZ Sports, Irvin's lawyer, Larry Friedman, said the following with regard to the allegations. Michael was in Fort Lauderdale visiting his nieces and nephews at a track meet. He was also visiting his 90-year-old aunt and attending her birthday party. He was blindsided by news of these allegations. The allegations are completely false. In the few hours since we learned about them, we've already discovered many red flags about this young woman's background and the allegations she made against Michael. Even the complaint that she made specifically said she does not recall the events that took place. She was very drunk that night. Nothing happened and there was no assault. Irvin spent his 12-year career with the Dallas Cowboys, winning 3 Super Bowls and being named to Pro Bowl 3 times. He is currently analysis with NFL Network. NBC Sports' Michael David Smith noted that NFL Network declined to comment when contacted. Irvin was previously accused of sexual assault in 2007 and faced a civil lawsuit, but the matter was settled out of court for an unspecified amount. Okay, let's fast forward to a news story on February 11th of 2023. Michael Irvin files a $100 million lawsuit against hotel chain accuser after alleged misconduct. Irvin says he isn't sure what he did wrong. Honestly, I'm a bit baffled with it all. Irvin is suing the Marriott along with his accuser who works for the hotel chain. According to the lawsuit, which was obtained by TMZ, a female employee at Irvin's hotel was the one who filed the complaint against the Pro Football Hall of Famer. Irvin was staying at a Renaissance, which is a brand that's owned by Marriott. The lawsuit states that Irvin had several witnesses who saw his brief encounter with the woman and will claim they only exchanged pleasantries. Irvin's attorney Levi McCarthan says that the former NFL star is a victim of cancel culture. It is clear Michael is the latest victim of our cancel culture, where all it takes is an accusation to ruin a person's life. Michael looks forward to clearing his name in court and hopes the court of public opinion will see the truth come out as well. Irvin was pulled from all Super Bowl coverage this week by NFL Network after the complaint was filed. It is not exactly clear what happened during the encounter, but NFL media did confirm that Irvin was pulled from its coverage of the Super Bowl. Michael Irvin will not be part of NFL Network's Super Bowl week coverage, NFL Network said in a statement to the Dallas Morning News. Although NFL Network didn't offer any specific details about the incident, Irvin has been running his mouth, telling his story. The 3-time Super Bowl winner told the Dallas Morning News that he's not sure why he's being punished. According to Irvin, he did briefly speak to a woman at the Renaissance on Sunday, but the entire encounter lasted less than a minute. Although Irvin remembered meeting the woman, he couldn't recall what was said during their brief conversation. According to Irvin, he talked with the woman for about 45 seconds. "What law did I break?" Irvin said. "There was definitely nothing physical. That's honestly all that happened. Nobody was in my room. It was a 45-second conversation in the lobby, a handshake, and we left. I don't know. I don't know what this is. And it's running me crazy." Following the incident, Irvin got moved to another hotel. "That's why they moved me, because the girl said I said something to her in that minute we talked," Irvin said. According to the Dallas Morning News, police in Arizona haven't received any sort of complaint about Irvin's encounter. It's not clear when the NFL Network became aware of the complaint, but Irvin was working as recently as Monday night. At Super Bowl opening night, Irvin interviewed several players and coaches for both teams, including Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and Nick Sirianni. However, Irvin wasn't on the air Tuesday, and he won't be for the rest of the week. Irvin has worked for the NFL since 2009. Anyways, that's all I got for you here today. Just wanted to point this out, Michael Irvin's checkered past. Thanks for your time. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.